I'm Elton Uliana, and to celebrate the Jewish Book Week 2021, I'm going to be reading from my translation of an autofictional novel by Jacques Fux. Fux is one of the most celebrated voices in Brazilian contemporary literature, and this novel is called Meshugá, a novel about madness. It reimagines the lives of fascinating characters such as Sigmund Freud, Bobby Fischer, and Wood Allen, to name but a few, and it was published in Brazil in 2016. So this is the opening chapter of the novel, and it's called The Mad Jew in the Garden of Species. He thought that writing this book would be enjoyable, that the myths, beliefs, and fallacies attributed to the Mad Jew, Meshugá, could be discussed light-heartedly. He envisaged demolishing these nonsensical arguments, creeds, and theories through the use of irony. He expected the whole question of madness to be merely a game, but he was wrong. He knew from the beginning that experiences could not be fully described in any particular way, that a novel could only emerge from the personal and unique perspective of each individual. He knew that in order to make each person's fable exceptional and spectacular, it would be necessary to seek new narrative forms, and that it was the task of a good writer to unveil the beauty and poetry behind these infinite stories and fictions. And so he conceptualized a formal detachment from his own work in order to address these issues. He researched, scrutinized, and sketched the life, fears, and writings of each of the characters he created. He understood the loneliness and the repressed desire of his protagonists, as well as their suicides and searches, but he also manipulated and concealed them. And he thought that he could master his craft simply by being rational, from a distance, without getting too involved, just by playing with words. Sad illusion. As the narrator started to devise and compose, he suddenly began to relive his fears, uncertainties, and insecurities, to remember vividly his most personal moments, and to become emotionally involved with his actors. And so he went on, unhinged, gradually allowing his reason to retreat and creating horrific monsters. His persistent nightmares became not only his, but everyone else's, whilst the torments, the sufferings, and the self-hatred of others were entirely his. He was transformed into his own fictitious personalities, and he went mad with them.